Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with atbbq.com, and this is Chilaquiles. Well, if you're not familiar, chilaquiles is a traditional Mexican breakfast that consists of fried tortillas that are smothered in a salsa and served with eggs. A lot of other stuff we're gonna throw in there today, some fun stuff like longaniza sausage. We're also gonna do some avocado, of course, you gotta have some avocado, and we're gonna put together a savory slaw. And of course, we're doing all of this on the grill. So first thing we're gonna do is head to the grill and fry off our tortillas. So I've cut some corn tortillas into quarters. We're frying these at about 375. And we're cooking today on the Napoleon P500 gas grill. So we're gonna utilize this side burner quite a bit. We're also gonna use this main cooking chamber, starting off by grilling our sausage over there. So this is the longaniza. It's a nice mild Mexican sausage with a natural casing, so we can go ahead and grill it rather than having to squeeze out like a chorizo or something. So we're just gonna let this ride inside the grill, get some color. First batch of chips is coming out, so we're gonna land those on some paper towels in a bowl. And while these are still hot, we're gonna hit them with a little bit of kosher salt. I'm gonna split these apart just to make them a little easier to turn now. Oh yeah, getting some good color on there. That's what we're looking for. All right, last of the tortilla chips are coming out now. Sausage is just about done, so we'll move over there next. So these have come up to 165 internal temperature. We're ready to pull them off. Now we're moving on to our salsa rojo. So we're gonna start with 3 guajillos. I've taken the seeds and stems out already, and 1 chipotle. And we're just gonna let these warm over this hot skillet, hot dry skillet. It's gonna kind of loosen these up, soften them up. We'll hit both sides. This will be pretty brief, and then we're gonna cover them in water and let them rehydrate. So wanna make sure you get them turned before they start to scorch, because that will turn them bitter. So we're just gonna kind of fill this guy up with water, throw a lid on here. I'm gonna bring this all the way up to a simmer and then shut it off and just let it sit for 15 minutes. Well, our chilies have been rehydrated now, so we're gonna take them out of that water and throw them in the blender along with the rest of the ingredients. And then what's gonna happen here is we're gonna puree this down. We'll put it back into the skillet once the water's out of it and take this back to the side burner to let it cook down, reduce, and get really happy. So we got those chilies. We're gonna add to that a full can of San Marzano tomatoes. We got a ½ cup of white onion, 2 cloves of garlic, and then a tablespoon of our Cattleman's Mexicano taco seasoning. Oh, that smells incredible already. It's gonna be even better once it's cooked down. So we're just gonna pour that in, cook it down over medium heat. Make sure it doesn't get bubbling too furious. In fact, I might cover it with a screen so it's not spitting everywhere. Next, we're gonna put together a really simple slaw to go on top of our chilaquiles. We're starting with a tablespoon of chili crunch oil. We're gonna add to that a tablespoon of white vinegar, and then 1 teaspoon of our Lone Star brisket rub, which is salt, pepper, garlic, and celery seed. Love to have a little celery seed in a slaw. So that just kind of makes a really quick sort of vinaigrette dressing. And from there, we're gonna add 2 cups of angel hair cabbage or slaw mix and just give it a toss. Now we're gonna make a little crema to go on top of everything. And we're starting with 1 cup of Mexican sour cream. We're gonna add to that a couple tablespoons of lime juice to thin it out and keep it extra tangy. And then 1 teaspoon of our Mexicano taco seasoning. That's it. From there, you can whisk it up and then thin it out to your desired consistency with a little bit of water. Let's go ahead and dice up our sausage now that it's cooled down a bit. You can see the salsa's cooked down. When I pull my spoon through here, it doesn't fill all the way back in. So that's the consistency that I'm going for here. So now last thing we're gonna do is cook our eggs and we'll be ready to plate. I'm gonna hit this with a little duck fat so it doesn't stick in our steel skillet. And then we'll plop our eggs out in here. All right, just cooking them sunny side up. Those whites are just about all the way set, so let's pull these. All right, it's coming together now. We're gonna pour our red salsa right over the top of our fried chips, fried tortillas. Give it a good toss in that sauce. Easiest way to get in here is with your hands. Ooh, everything's still nice and warm. So you get those chips fully coated in the salsa, and then we're ready to plate up. All right, so let's get some chips down on our plate. I'm making a big plate today. Gonna top that off with a couple of eggs. And if we've done this right, our yolk should be just right to ooze out and kind of give you a little extra dressing on there. Yeah, those are looking good. Next, we've got some of that longaniza sausage that we grilled up. On the side, we'll throw some avocado. Also not gonna decide for you that you want your slaw on top, so we'll just stick that on the side and you can mix it in as you like. Put some pickled jalapeños on top. Cilantro, cotija cheese, a couple wedges of lime. There it is. Top it all off with that crema that we put together, and that's ready to eat. All right, let's dig into this. Let me get some of that nice runny egg yolk on our chip. I want to make sure I get some longaniza. Let me throw just a little bit of slaw on top. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh. Egg is so creamy. That salsa is fantastic. It's so simple, but it's just incredibly tasty with those rehydrated chilies. Longaniza, fantastic addition to your chilaquiles. The longaniza, while not always present in your chilaquiles, fantastic addition. So much flavor and texture going on here. The great thing is, when you start out, the chips have a lot of crunch to them. And as you eat this plate, you'll find toward the end, they get a little bit softer. So the textures change throughout the entire process of eating this plate. There's so many things going on here. It's so much fun. I can't believe I didn't find this until I was an adult, but I'm so glad I did. You guys gotta give it a try. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out atbbq.com for all the products featured in today's video. If you enjoy the recipe, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to atbbq.com/thesauce. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.